And we're back after our break. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. And just joining us right now is a very special guest. Brandon, who do we have?
We have Rose Cranna. Rose, I don't even know. I want to call you a beer specialist, but I know it's not the right term. So please educate us on what a beer connoisseur is called, because that's what you are.
Sure. Everyone chooses a different name. I like beer-enthusiast. I'm excited to drink beer. I'm excited to talk about beer. I'm excited to learn about beer. But I think for the purpose of this show, beer nerd is also very fitting.
That's perfect.
Very nice.
Yes.
I like beer nerd. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, we're all starting to sound like Kavanaugh right now. I like beer.
Beer. Well, hey, this could lead us all to justice. We all be justices. So that is in our cards. This idea was actually brought to us by Alex because he's the biggest alcoholic of the group. So he had the idea of trying a couple of beers, and you brought a couple of beers to the table. So what did you bring us today? What are we trying?
So I thought it'd be fun to try a fruited sour and then a peanut butter stout. I'm very sad that I could not get the fruited sour that I recommended to you guys to get. I think that one's delicious.
Oh, you couldn't get it?
Ago. I got a different fruited sour that I'm really stoked to try. I have a fruit punch sour. So it's still going to be fruity. It's still going to be sour, but we can all just enjoy our respective fruited sours. But mine is from Flying Dog Brewery.
Nice. And you recommended the fruit and sour as Sippin Prety, which is from Odell Brewing Company. I have the Belching Beaver peanut butter milk stout. Manny, which milk stout did you get?
I got the Syntax by Mother Earth.
Okay, so we're all going to be trying different ones.
No, and Alex and I got that. We got the same one. Manny, you got the Sippin Prety. Rose recommended 2 different peanut butter stouts. We could get either or. So,
well, it's funny because just last week I sent you guys a picture that I was drinking the Belgian.
Really?
The Beaver one, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, nice. All right. So, which one are we going to try first? I know you had something on your slate, so the floor is yours.
I would say let's try the sour first. Typically in a beer tasting, you would go lightest to darkest. I think that makes sense. A sour can be a little bit of a palate buster, though. That can be a risky one to try first. You don't want to kind of overwhelm your palate. That's why I recommended water for everyone, which it turns out I forgot my water, but we'll just go for it. So I'm not going to pour out all of mine into my glass. I use some pretty cute little taster glasses. They're just about 6 ounces.
I don't have a cute one. I just have.
I just
have
you got to use what you got. I bought these for myself when I started doing the road to Cicerone.
Cicerone, that's the word.
That's what we were trying to get.
That's the word. Yeah.
Okay.
We have a surprise guest.
You guys can't see, but literally like about 3 feet away from me is my father-in-law, Chris. Now, my father-in-law, Chris, is actually a big fan of beer, and he was actually taking the courses to become a Cicerone, right?
Very cool.
Yeah, something like that. A couple of years back. Yeah. And you guys know my father-in-law, right?
He's a big Rams fan and a big beer drinker. Yeah. If we ever dive into sports, for sure he's a guy we need to talk to. We have a surprise guest. Alex, please introduce our surprise guest.
So surprise guest is my girlfriend, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hey, everyone. Hello.
Hey, Dan.
I asked her to join us because she, too, is a beer enthusiast, a beer nerd, and she loves sours. But also, I think, Rose, one of the things that why I wanted you on the show is Brandon had talked about the things that you do outside of the Valley of the Nerds, of course, and how much you love beer. And it would be interesting to get an enthusiast to talk about their favorite beers, right? But a female as well, right? To talk about and sing the praises of different beers and have us try different beers. Because if anybody's like me, I stick to 1 or 2 different beers and that's it. I don't like to venture out too much. Diane is probably more adventurous than I am when it comes to all of this. So I thought it would be great to get her take on the beers and also give her an opportunity. And Brandon is going to have his lovely wife, Jessica, try the beers as well. So you're going to get
I think off camera, but she'll be there. And this also allows us not to mansplain. So this is really great.
Yes.
We don't want to do that.
I think I did a little bit of that right now, but
Alex, let me show you what you were talking about.
You know what? I'm actually gonna get my father-in-law Chris to try these out as well.
Yeah,
awesome.
We want this to be a community because, like, really, because this, in the traditional sense of what we set out to accomplish for this podcast, we wanted to meet up in person. This would have been a big meetup, maybe a few different people, and we could all try this. So the more the merrier, essentially. So I have my little glass poured, which is, I didn't think it was going to be this color. It is like a grapefruit pink for this.
Oh yeah.
What's this one?
So the idea
for
is
Sippin
that
Prety.
the idea is we want to do this as a recurring theme, right? We want to have you on again, Rose. Introduce us to new beers, right? So we have to make sure that this initial segment works. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then everything's gonna go to shit.
Well,
and they'll never be back on.
full disclosure, you guys know this. I hate sours.
You hate sours.
Manny was so
and
out.
I'm not a big fan either. So this is why this is going to expand our palate. So
I have sours that people gave me for Christmas like 2 years ago, still sitting in the fridge. And as soon as I started having people over at my house again, I'm gonna have them drink it.
Yes.
So Rose, let it get us started. Tell us what we're supposed
what am I
to
doing
do.
here,
Is it
Rose?
simple as a pour or what? Yes. Come on.
What's fun about beer, there's a lot going on. Like my beer, Brandon, you said yours was kind of a grapefruit pink. Mine is a little more red. It's really fun. The first thing you can do, look at the color. 9 beers out of 10, 99 beers out of 100 are really beautiful. I think they're golden, or they're kind of a dark amber. They're black as night. And this one is just, it's beautiful. Like it's a great color.
It's pretty. It looks like grapefruit juice. Yeah. All right.
Beer, the next thing, like smell it. Yours is going to be a little bit, I think yours might have more like berry characteristics. Mine is a fruit punch sour. So it has some like,
it smells like a warhead, like back in the 90s.
My father-in-law just says the color of it actually reminds him of a rosé.
Oh yeah.
Which is my favorite type of wine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, and no coincidence that your name's Rose and you like rosé. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
My other Instagram is DJ Rosé. So
there you go.
It has
DJ Rosé.
Definitely heavy on the grapefruit smell.
There's some like Master Cicerones, which is kind of the highest level of that sommelier type program, where they'll like cover it up to really get like all the smells. I've seen them do that. So that's fun. This one smells like fruit punch.
This is actually
those like Minute Maid, from our school days.
This is actually not that bad. For
No.
sour.
It's good, right?
It's to be honest, it's not sour at all.
That's
Okay, so we're taking a drink.
But-
we're all going to take our drink. All
Sip.
right. Here we
We
go.
sniffed, we looked. Beer is it's a full sensory experience. You smell it.
Don't like it. I'll finish it.
Yeah. So this one, the one that you guys have, it's more on the sweet side. It has that little sour kick. It's not like the really warhead sour ones. It's not super acidic. Some sours will taste kind of like vinegar, have that sort of kombucha-y. Those are a little much for me. That's why I really like this one. I think this is a great beginner's sour.
Yeah, I would say that if somebody offered me this, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and if I had to pair this,
I wouldn't
with
be excited initially.
Well, it could be worse. They can be offering me like a White Claw or something. But
hey, I'm extremely offended.
It depends on the kind of White Claw. You know what? I will never
Cherry.
say no
Give
to
me
a tangerine
cherry.
White Claw.
Oh, do you like tangerine? Okay.
But if I had to
It's
pair
nice.
this with something, I would have to pair it with like something like a ceviche or something.
All right.
Little sweeter. For yours, that could go with like a nice cheese board too. Anything where you would put that type of fruit with it. Some chocolate. It's Valentine's Day. Go, grab the chocolate. Grab your, discount chocolate tomorrow and save the rest of your
Yeah,
cans.
right.
So tell us.
What's that?
Sorry, tell us the name again and the brewery that it comes from.
Yeah, you guys have the I believe it's Sippin Prety
not bad.
fruited sour from Odell Brewing.
Mhm.
I unfortunately don't remember where they are from. I know that they're not local. Like I was telling them before, I do try and find as local as possible.
Colorado.
Colorado.
Fort
Okay,
Collins,
so that's not
Colorado.
terribly far. Mine is the one I ended up with, because I was unable to find that one, sadly, is the Vicious Hook Fruit Punch Sour from Flying Dog Brewery, which I don't think I've ever had a beer I don't like from them.
Yeah, they have really good beers.
Yeah.
I can see this one is surprisingly tasty, and it's not really. It's more sour on the smell, right? You smell the sipper. It's more like it's deceiving, because when you try it, it's very sweet. You can probably kick back a few of these and not get that sour taste.
It would be a good session.
Jess gave the
sessionable.
Yeah.
She gave
That's
the
what I was gonna say.
it's sessionable for sure. Exactly. That's a
So
great
one
word.
thing you can also do, initially, you can also take a really small sip and just kind of roll it around your tongue a little bit. That way you're tasting it on, every little taste bud gets a taste. People talk about kind of the front end of flavor, the back end of flavor. After you've swallowed it, what flavors are lingering, which is a very interesting exercise too.
Just bad breath for me. That's the only flavor that lingers, you know.
So Jessica, so let's go around to the people that aren't the nerds. Jessica, she likes it.
She's already back at the couch, but yeah, she said that. She's like, yeah. Rose says hello. Dan, what are you thinking? How do you feel?
I love it. I think it's really good. It's dry. It's not as sour as I prefer, to be honest with you. I would question it calling a sour, but it's really good. I would totally buy this.
I think that's how they get away with that, is it's a fruited sour. So it's a little bit more fruit heavy than sour. It's not like it's not a Goes. It's not a Berliner Weiss. It's not, what are the other ones? Like it's not the Flemish ones, those Flemish ones that can be really vinegary. I think that's how they get away with making these really appealing ones that are just a little bit more fruity than sour. Because I'm like you, like I could take a little bit more sour.
Yep.
But I think this is a good beginner sour.
Yeah. Oh, totally. This is a way to ease people like Manny into it, right?
Yes, this is how we get them in the door.
Yeah. Get you drunk on this and then move you to a real sour.
Did you say you people?
What do you mean? You mean you people?
And the can is really nice too. They did really nice design on the can. I don't know if you. I'll show it on the. I don't know if you can really see it, but thanks to my lovely background, but it's really nice can.
You know,
I don't know if you guys are, but I'm definitely guilty of buying. I judge a beer by the can sometimes. Where I'll be like, "That's gorgeous!" Like I need to have that, or else kind of maybe pass on a beer where I'm like, "That can, it's not really speaking to me." But can art is huge. I think that's a very important element. Of beer.
There's so many beers now. Right. There's so many beers now that you got to make them stand out. I mean, that's what they did with tequila, right? You go into the shop, you see so many brands of tequila now. How do they stand out? By the design of the bottle, the name, etc. That's exactly what they're doing here. It's a work of art, really, truly.
And the ruby color, it's very nice, very good recommendation. I'm very glad you recommended it, and I'm glad we stuck with it, because I think I initially told you like, and I think we're out, and I'm glad we stuck around, because it's a really good beer. So should we move over to the PB?
Yes, let's hop onto this peanut butter stout. So I saved a little bit of mine because I thought it would be fun to make a black and tan style drink, which is typically made with stout and lager, but I saved a little bit of the sour, and I thought a peanut butter and then a kind of jammy, fruity sour. We'll see if those combine beautifully or if it's a disaster.
Do you want to support the peanut butter in its own glass
so
first?
Let's just try the peanut butter on its own, and then we'll get to that next step.
Ooh, look at this.
You guys had peanut butter stouts before? I
have not, but I love stouts. I love the color of them. I love Guinness. I love those kind of beers. So
Jesus.
It's dark, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Like a black hole.
It's a little hard to see on the background. This is a really beautiful stout, and it's really that color. So this is a little lighter than some stouts we've seen. Some of those imperial stouts are going to be like pitch black. This one, it smells great. It smells like peanut butter.
If this was just sitting there on the counter, I didn't know that it was beer. I would looking at it, I would think it's like root beer. It has like a similar color. Yeah, it just has a cola. Now, before I take a sip of this, I should do a little cleansing of the palate. Yes, a little sip of water.
Little water.
Thank you, Alex.
Just think away the sour thoughts. I don't have my water, so I'll just.
You just swish around some saliva, and you can do that too. But this one smells fantastic. It smells like peanut butter chocolate.
Oh my god!
It has hints of cocoa, or maybe I'm just guessing, but that's what it smells like to me.
Oh, for sure. Well, because the stout is going to have some like roasty, toasty characteristics. Not necessarily cocoa, but like a dark chocolate, kind of what you pick up in a dark chocolate. You'll get that in a stout as well. And then they threw some peanut butter in there. Peanut butter and chocolate are like a famous combination. I made the mistake of posting on my beer Instagram that I don't like peanut butter, but I do like peanut butter stout. I got some feedback about that.
No, I'm there with you, because I don't like tomatoes, but I love tomato sauce on pizza. So I'm with you.
So there's a place for us, but yeah. So this one,
don't conclude, because I love peanut butter. So I literally will go in there with a spoon and just like wolf it into my mouth. Yeah. This is great. This is a great beer. What do you guys think?
All right, sipping time. Okay.
Jess has not given it back to me, so that's a good sign.
What I like about this one too, it's not too sweet. So whereas that fruited sour was a little bit on the sweet side, a peanut butter stout, I've had ones that are like more sweet, and I like this one better, where it's a little bit more rich without being so like syrupy.
Yeah, it's definitely more rich, a little more on
Mhm.
the bitter, like a coffee, a little bit almost on
Mhm.
that side. Definitely different than the Belching Beaver one that I had. Belching Beaver was a lot more on the sweet side, and this one,
Okay, so yours is even because I'm doing the Belching Beaver right now, and I've had some that are like really sweet. This one to me
yeah.
is just very balanced. What I like about a lot of stouts too, unless you're going the imperial route, this one is only about 5%. I like a stout where I can really enjoy it and then enjoy another.
Oh, you don't like, yeah, that's the 7%. They'll
Some of those
they will
some
get you.
imperial stouts get up to 10%, which is really fun. That if that's your one beer, but I
Yeah,
like being
no.
able to enjoy.
Well, I like it because
few.
if anybody knows me, they know that I will probably enjoy 3 beers during a 1-hour episode.
Well, yeah,
So-
you drink the first one super fast, right, to quench your thirst. And the second one, you drink half of it super fast. Then you chill on it. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I've already drank 2.
Now, to be clear, we're all drinking the Belching Beaver.
I have that, but I think that
Manny is not.
Manny, you
is
have the
trying
Mother
something.
Earth?
I'm drinking what you guys told me to get.
So it's not Belching Beaver. Okay,
No, it's the let me see. What was it again?
It's
believe
the
it's
Mother Earth.
Mother
It's
Earth,
their
your
yeah,
neighbor.
She
There we go, right
recommended.
here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Their
You
cans are really
recommended.
lovely too. Very dramatic.
okay,
pants?
The cans.
Oh, the
Sorry.
can. I think you said his pants. I was like, oh, cool.
so far we all like we all like this one. Diane, what are your thoughts on
Yeah,
this?
what do you think?
Well, I'm not a big peanut butter fan, and Alex knows I'm not a milk fan at all. I love stouts. All that to say, this is not my favorite.
Okay.
That is very
I like the smell of it.
as democratic answer, Diane. I appreciate
And
that.
it's like, and it's okay to
Yeah.
not like it. There's a lot of beers that a lot of people like that I do not like.
Wait, so
Yeah.
just
I think it tastes too peanutty to me, and I like peanuts, but it's just I don't know.
wait, so just for the record, you guys are all drinking the Belgian Beaver peanut butter?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, good thing I've actually had it, so I don't know what it is, and I'll be able to compare it to this one.
Because Rose recommended that one, and Bevmo didn't have that one, so that's why I got the Belching Beaver. So
that's right. Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
was
that's
able, I was able to get it at some like small liquor store out here in Baldwin Park. Yeah, so it's kind of hit or miss. Yeah, but yeah, I've had it and I did like it. I thought
it's very good.
This is good. It tastes like a peanut butter Guinness to me. Like
but this
that's
one,
like you said, like it's light. So that's what I like about Guinness. You can have 4 or 5 of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this
or 2 or
one
3
here,
if you're driving.
But this one here is a little more. It's not as sweet, and it has more of a bitter taste to it. Kind of like
it's like more dry. It's a little bit
more earthy.
And
more Mother Earthy,
and you can definitely taste the roastiness of it.
Yeah, Ooh. And I think peanut butter stouts are fun. Danielle, have you tried other flavored stouts?
Diane.
So I'm so
Diane,
sorry.
It's okay.
Diane, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no. We have had, or I have had other stouts. I mean, of course, I love a chocolate stout. It's honestly, I've only stuck to, I think, chocolate and coffee. So, yeah, to me, I think it's just the peanut butter. And this one, I don't know, Manny, you said the one you have is sweeter. This one isn't that sweet to me.
Yeah.
There's some, if you like sweeter, I think it's the brewery was doing some like pastry shop line, and it was dessert in a can, and it was so good because I love like a really sweet, ridiculous like coconut macaroon stout. Like it was really, really good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the brewery is known for those sort of things with like the white chocolate, for example.
Yes, they go nuts. It's
great.
But
those are dangerous though. These things I'm talking about 15 to 20% alcohol.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you do not want to open up one bottle just by yourself.
And these guys are.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say these guys are located. It looks like Oceanside.
Belching Beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're San Diego County, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, all along the 78, I think. That's where Iron Fist is. That's where Mother Earth is. A lot of these breweries are all within the same
I think we might have to take one of these Valley of the Nerds
road
trip 100% as soon as COVID is over. I think there's one more thing you want us to do, right? You want us to do like a little black and tan.
I thought it'd be fun. So I have not seen black and tans around in forever. I was reminiscing with a friend, and we used to go to this bar in Washington, D.C., and they specialized in black and tans, but they had all different options. So they had like a, Guinness with cider, a Guinness with, X, Y, and Z, and they had all different names. But so I thought because one component is stout and the other component is just a lighter beer. It'd be fun to see if we can't combine the two and see what happens.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do
So
it.
I think I messaged Brandon that you guys should bring a spoon.
Yes.
I read on, a Black and Tan blog, if you pour the stout, so I have a little bit of my, I'll put a little more actually. I have some of my sour here, and I was just gonna put the spoon over the glass and just pour the, so the spoon I guess would be inverted.
Okay.
I don't know, this is new to me too, and then
yeah,
just pour the rest of that stout over it and see if that does anything.
Upside down for those people that don't know what inverted
Yes, sorry.
is.
So if it's, you don't want it to like catch it, you want it to flow
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
the
And
spoon.
why do you do that? Why are we doing?
So you put
I
the
know-
lighter under the spoon, right?
The lighter goes underneath, and then
Okay.
so let's see. I wish I had 3 hands right now.
Wh-
So
why-
we'll just put it over there.
Why
You know
does
what I
it?
can
Why
do?
does it require a spoon?
I
to
don't know. That's
create
just what
the
I
black and-
read.
Got it. Okay.
And
okay.
because we're not using the traditional, I think it's like a Bass lager. I'm not remembering what exactly goes under there, but because we're not using what they normally would use for a Black and Tan, where it has those 2 distinct layers, I
Yeah.
think it might give us the best shot of getting something that resembles it.
It didn't really work for me.
Let's see.
It's dark. It's just dark.
They just
I'm
combined.
not even gonna try it.
I'm gonna try it. Look,
Spilled
man,
it all over
Oh,
my
I'm definitely
desk.
gonna try
we
it.
want
Because-
this segment to
no,
hit, and the
well,
fans have to know that I am
Here's
trying
the thing.
this.
Mhm.
Because you start me off with a Black and Tan, and next thing you know, I'm doing Irish car bombs. So
Oh no.
no, that's a dangerous road.
Hmm. So mine did not make 2 distinct layers. Mine just combined, and now it looks even more like a Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola, like you were saying
Yeah.
before.
It does look
Um,
very Dr. Pepper-ish.
It smells a little Dr. Pepperish too, but I'm hoping it'll give us a little bit of like peanut butter and jelly vibes.
You know
Those are
what?
what I was
That's
going for.
exactly what it does. Actually,
Okay, that was
it
my
actually-
goal. I thought that'd be
it-
cute and fun.
if you're not super
Ooh.
high on the peanut butter flavor, kind of quells that flavor a
Mm.
little bit, but you can
This is
still
good.
taste.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this is good. This is
I feel
very
like I'm eating an Uncrustable. Like
this is like that commercial when they say when peanut butter and chocolate first came together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's and maybe it's because this one isn't so sour too. I wonder what it would be like if this was a little more sour. The fruit is
Mhm.
sour, but it's not overwhelming. Like Alex said, it does take away a little bit of the peanut butter flavor. It gives it a little bit sweet. It's good, and it's like a little bubbly stout, right? It's interesting.
Yeah. I think it gives us a little bit more carbonation to the stout, because the stout is sometimes going to be a little bit less carbonation, so a little bit of a smoother mouthfeel, and this kind of gives it a little, Dr. Pepper oomph. I do wish I had the sour that you guys have, because mine, being a fruit punch sour, is a little bit more citrusy,
Mm.
which I don't make peanut butter and jellies, but I would not use like a citrus jam for a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
But I think the one that
understand
you guys have should be good.
good. I wouldn't even have tried to put 2 and 2 together like that. Those 2 type of beers. So I think that's just a value of having you on the show and bringing expanding our beer education. Really, and expanding our palates. It doesn't. You could expand your palate with beer. It doesn't have to be with vegetables.
Yeah, I think what I've been learning, because I did like some sister-owned online courses and just have like been going to different workshops with master cicerones, and it really is just about learning the vocabulary. And they talk a lot about to build up your flavor profiles, eat a bunch of different kinds of citrus, and you'll be able to not only identify, this IPA, these hops are very citrusy. Well, what kind of citrus? It's blood orange or it's grapefruit. So really refining that, which has been really fun.
That is, because I would just lump it all into citrus, and I'm sure
that gave me an idea. I think one thing that I've been wanting to do I miss doing this, obviously for X reasons we haven't been able to in the last year at all. But Brandon's been at my house. Alex, you've been. Diane, you guys have been over, and beer is abundant usually. But one thing I would like to do is blind tastings.
Mm-hmm.
I think that once things get kind of, a little more on the okay side of things, we're going to have to meet up and record in person, and we'll do blind tastings and all that.
They're just it's a fun thing. It wasn't quite a blind tasting, but some friends for my birthday at the end of last year, they wrapped a few beers in like some fun stickers. And so I couldn't actually see what was in it. And I thought rather than take off the stickers initially, I would try to guess what it was.
Yeah.
Which was just really fun. I actually did, which I wish I had poured them out so I could have seen the color, because that it turned out to be kind of a giveaway of the style. But just that mystery it's really fun.
Using your taste buds and your mind. Yeah.
Yes.
It's really good. Do you guys have any questions for Rose for before our time is up?
Questions, or like what kind of styles you'd like to, if there's styles that like you want to try weird variations of, or like a style you'd like to learn more about. We can get more sour. We can just completely avoid sours. We can just like celebrate this win.
Well, I'm totally okay with bringing any type of just bring any type. It's fine. I'm open to it, and it's just we're drinking beer. Come on.
Yeah, I was like, you can't really go wrong, but
no, not at all.
You can't go really wrong with it or anything like that. But yeah, this is I had a great time. We'd love to have you on again. And
thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. I love talking about beer.
This was a blast. I'm glad Alex came up with this idea, because as soon as I forgot how you came up, but he's like, yeah, we have to have her on. This is a great topic. And it was Jess. She said it was her. So Alex and Jess can fight over Rose.
That said, because we did start off the episode like originally when before the break we were talking about WandaVision. So I have to ask you, Rose. Have you been watching WandaVision?
No, I've been watching The Good Place, but I'll watch WandaVision as soon as I'm done. I've heard great things.
It is very good. The Good Place is a great show too. Jess watched it. I watched it like over her shoulder, which is how I watch most of my shows. So I'm like, hey, what's going on there? And she's like, please just watch it or shut up. And I'm just like, what's going on?
How about you, Diane?
No, I've seen it. I've seen Alex watching it. I like trash and mindless entertainment. And I like these that you don't have to follow along.
So 30 Monedas is not one of them?
No.
Tell them what you watched, Diane.
Right now I'm watching no, not Rica Famosa Latina.
I'm gonna head out.
It's total trash, mindless entertainment, but it's the best. It's
that's to me. It's like Latin Jersey Shore. That's all I got from that.
Basically, yeah.
I love
Jersey Shore. It was so good.
Yeah, it's supposedly reality. It's just trash.
Reality.
Mindless entertainment.
And the other one?
Alex watched, what's the other one I watched?
90 Day Fiance.
Oh my gosh.
My friends watched that. I never got into it.
That is a train wreck. But you know what?
Entertainment.
You kind of got my attention a little bit. I feel like Rica
Famosa Latina.
Rica Famosa Latina. We're gonna have to watch an episode now. We have to. We have to drink a few beers, and we're gonna have to watch an episode.
Yeah.
As long as subtitles are existing, I'll be good.
Yes.
You grew up in the San Fernando Valley. If you don't know Spanish by this,
so there's a difference between ordering tacos and understanding the complex of a language.
So Rose,
if you don't know the language, you don't get the jokes. Like you want to be able to follow along with the humor.
It is subtitled.
Brandon grew up was like, why do they call me a peachy?
What's a judío? What's that?
No. We were saying hundillo. All right.
I don't know what that is. My Spanish isn't very good.
So Rose, recap our beers, please.
Yes. So we tried a fruited sour. You guys tried the Odell Brewing Sippin Prety. I had the Flying Jog Fruit Punch Sour Vicious Hook. We all tried a peanut butter milk stout. Some of us tried Belching Beaver. Some of us tried Mother Earth. We combined them in the spirit of the Black and Tan cocktail, and that went okay. I think it went better for you guys than for me. Yes, in the spirit of unity. Ooh.
Yes, the taste was there, maybe not the look, but it tasted.
For mine, the taste was not. For yours, I think it might have been better for those with the Sippin Prety. The fruit punch sour did not quite meld with the peanut butter. And we all have some new shows we need to watch. It sounds like.
Oh yeah. And we're actually going to take a quick break and then get we have our traditional segment of show recommendations. And I'm not going to recommend a show. I'm going to recommend a video game. So that's a tease for everybody. But I definitely wanted to thank Rose and Diane for both of you guys for coming on. Thank you very much. This was a very seamless segment. Very impressive for just all of us hopping on. And I guess it kind of helped that we've all been using Zoom and Microsoft Teams the last 12 months. So That really helped. But you know, you both are welcome on whenever you want to come on and talk either nerdy shows, Latino shows, or beer.
Rica Famosa something.
Hey, I think that show On My Block is going to come back soon, so we'll talk about that. That's like a teen pop Latino show. But yeah, I just really want to thank you both so much coming on. Rose, tell the people how they can find you on social media, please.
Oh, yes. So my Instagram for my beer is Big Rose Beer, just one word. And I also have been writing blogs for Hopped LA. So they have been taking excellent care of all the videos I send them, and they've been really wonderful as well. So Hopped LA is an excellent follow, and my own beer Instagram is Big Rose Beer.
I did see that Hopped LA video. That was really awesome. You did a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, so, I just put out my second, or they just put out my second one about barley wines, which was really fun and exciting.
Awesome. Maybe that's the next one we do, is some sort of wine, some wine tasting. I don't know what that is, but yeah, sure, whatever.
So yeah, I can give like barley wines. They're really boozy beers. You're gonna love them.
Cool.
I think this will be great.
Diane, any closing comments from you? We got about like 4 minutes left in this call, so in the Zoom call. So
this was fun. I love beer, so let's do it again.
Yay, yeah, it was so nice to meet everyone. Thank you all so much for having me.
This is great. Man and Alex will send you guys another invite for our show, Rex, and we'll take a quick sponsored break, and then we'll be right back.
All right, bye, ladies. Thank you for coming on.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Nice to meet everyone.